can't contain my excitement anymore. I have to talk about Hub, as Catherine said. So look, thanks for bringing that up. It's one of my favorite topics, and it really touches on something that's close to my heart, which is community engagement. And I guess the purpose of Hub is really to do two key things, promote open data and communication and transparency, as well as to encourage community engagement. Hub is a great tool to pull up and to create initiatives. So if you have a healthy community initiative, you can create some really slick websites, put all of your data and information into that website, and then present that to the community. As an engagement tool, it's a really great tool because you get to collaborate with your community members who can then feed back information into those community initiatives. So you're actually crowdsourcing your data and information from the community who are involved and starting to use that. Now, ArcGIS Hub Basic comes as part of your organization's ArcGIS Online. So if you have ArcGIS Online, you already have access to that Hub capability as open data. So this Hub Basic, which is included, enables you to create public open data sites and, create initiatives, share that information as applications or as data sources, as well as creating additional information products where your members of the community can feed back into those initiatives. Now you can make data and content more discoverable, so think your metadata, quick and easy tags, and then you can respond to community members based on information that what they want to get more out of. So this really elevates your organization's work and the information that you want to put out to the community to get more out of them.
You mentioned ArcGIS Hub Basic. I do think it's worth mentioning there is a premium version as well. Basic is very, very powerful, and I think it's fantastic. And a lot of organizations here in Australia are using it for supporting open data workflows or setting up internal data hubs as well to make sure our GIS analysts have access to the data that they need to do their jobs. Premium extends that to the community with two-way conversations with end users. It allows organizations to collect data from the public. So if you have citizen science workflows, you can use Hub Premium to enable those as well. Often one organization can't get out there and do all that field work, make all of those observations. So with Hub Premium, we can actually give our community members access to the different apps that they need to go off and capture data and make observations in the field on our behalf. So that's all of the apps that we mentioned earlier, Quick Capture, Survey 123, Field Maps. And all of that data that's captured is ingested back into the organization's system of record, and that can then be displayed and analyzed on your ArcGIS Hub websites. And Premium works really, really well, I think, when it's in collaboration on those community initiatives. So, opening a new green space, counting birds in backyards, something I do on the weekend. Setting up a hackathon at a local uni to encourage, new STEM graduates. Your teams of internal staff work together with the community members to, create and curate that relevant data and content. And Premium also opens up those engagement tools. So surveys, crowdsourcing apps, story maps, one of my favorites, as well as being able to share any upcoming events with the community and really put together that call to action for the community to engage with you and each other.
I've just got a concern here. I mean, I'm not a licensing expert, as the stupid questions I always ask you, Tar, will attest to. Can you unpack for me how we give the community, like the community members, all of those tools, like Survey 123, Field Maps, etc.? Are we drawing down on our named user, precious named user pool from within our enterprise accounts?
Well, no, that's a really good question, and it's a valid question. I think a concern would be, you have 1,000 ArcGIS Online named users. How are you going to get community members to actually start accessing and integrating and collaborating? Well, the good news is that ArcGIS Hub Premium includes its own set of community identities. So with a community identity, a member of a community can then sign up for an initiative. They can start to collect data and information on your organization's behalf, and then they can actually become collaborators on those specific initiatives. So again, if you have a Healthy Start initiative for your community, they can collaborate with you about how many parks can be used as green space, how many gym centers can we add into those areas as well.
Sounds like an administrative nightmare.
It does.
Like, no, seriously. Okay, if we've got some big communities out there, and you're going to be inviting all of the community, it's like the ArcGIS Online administrator out there door knocking and stuffing flyers in people's letterboxes saying, "Come and join our community." Is that?
No, that would be a nightmare. Absolutely not. So with any of these community identities, you don't have to manage and administer those in the back end. Community members can sign up with, social media, login details. So your Gmail, your Facebook, Apple ID, GitHub, everything is then managed through that social media account.
It's that open ID thing.
It's the open ID thing,
right.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, those social logins take away all sort of that admin nightmare that you express concern about.